Hello. For my religious tradition journal this week, I visited the Ganesh Temple in New York where I witnessed a service of Hinduism. This was the first time I witnessed a service of Hinduism, and I can safely say I have never witnessed anything quite like it. As previously mentioned in my most recent journal, I am of the Roman Catholic faith and therefore have not been exposed to many different types of religious services. Last journal, however, I visited the North Hudson Islamic Education Center where I witnessed the service of Islam for the first time and was able to point out many similarities and differences between my own religion and the Islamic religion. This time, however, I was unable to really point out any similarities between the way a Hindu service is given and the way a Roman Catholic service is given. The differences were very clear from the way the service was delivered to the temple itself and to the amount of time that it was taken to deliver the service. Now on to the service itself. The name of the service that I witnessed was called the Sarva Devata Harati, which translated from Hindi actually means the earth god. And after research conducted by myself, I learned that the earth goddess of Hinduism is the Bhumi. So therefore the service was more devoted towards the Bhumi than any other god or goddess in the Hinduism faith. The way the service was delivered was done by a larger man only in a robe with markings on his body, carrying around a tray full of candles in one hand while ringing a bell in another hand. The camera operator appeared to be singing a different type of prayer, only in Hindi, so therefore I could not understand what was being said. And there was another man that was also in the video ringing a larger bell in the temple. The man carrying the tray with candles would walk around towards every statue, which would represent the god and goddesses of the Hinduism faith, and would just circle them with the tray. There was roughly about 20 to 25 statues in the temple, and these caught my eye the most. The way that they were crafted was very detailed and delicate, and therefore showed me just how much people of the Hinduism faith really appreciate these gods and goddesses. This is very different from my religion as well, as I only worship one God and they worship many different gods. So therefore, I have a newfound appreciation for their devotion towards their faith. Now, the service itself only lasted roughly about 10 minutes. Therefore, I don't think this was a full service of Hinduism, but only just a prayer service. Unfortunately, too, there was no congregation in attendance, so I was unable to see the different types of people that show up at a service of Hinduism. However, the service itself really showed me how devoted members of the Hinduism faith are to prayer and to their gods and goddesses. The prayer did last 10 minutes, as it was really just only one prayer being said. This is way different from my religion, as we say many different prayers during my service, and usually they only last about a minute or two. So therefore, the devotion to prayer is one of the things that I noticed about the Hinduism faith. The gods and goddesses, too, as I previously mentioned, I just cannot put into words how impressed I was with the way that they were crafted in the temple. This really showed me the beauty of the Hinduism faith, and it really actually made me feel like I was part of the country of India, where Hinduism is very prominent in. In conclusion, this service was unlike anything that I've ever witnessed before, and I have a newfound appreciation for it. Although I can't see many similarities in the way the service is delivered, I can definitely see how many people are devoted to the religion, similar to all the religions across the world. The Hinduism faith is unlike anything I have ever seen and probably will ever see really ever again. But I have learned to really respect this religion, and I have a newfound appreciation for what it stands for. Thank you.